Hey guys, welcome to season 7 of the Wilderness Living Challenge. I've been marooned on this island by Desert Island Survival. Let's see if I can not lose any body weight whatsoever, in which case I can win season 7 of the Wilderness Living Challenge. Stick around, it's gonna get interesting. Iguana, yes, agua, yeah, see?
There's a stingray. It's over there. Oh, there's a bunch. They're everywhere, dude, they're everywhere.
Look at that.
That's a shark, it's a shark.
Dude! Oh, it's coming. It's scared, it's coming. Shit. We good? Everybody's good? Yeah, that's horse dookie. And head to the nearest piece of shore. Wow. Cool fish. That's a good one. Okay. Hold on. There you go. Well, as per usual, can't sleep, so I decided I'd remake the set using a coconut. Check it again last night, today. Nothing's on it. So it's either the location or the bait or something else weird. So try coconut water, or water in coconut, which will end up smelling like coconut water. See if that makes a difference. Just keep playing around with things. So I figured I'd make some use of my time. I find like even doing an evening or nighttime walk helps me fall back asleep. So I thought, you know, if you give a treat to an animal at home, it's all over it. You know, like you want to get your raccoon, you use anything, especially something new and novel. But iguana might be so keyed in on everything local, and they only eat certain foods that they're keyed into it. So if they see this coconut, or they smell the coconut water, then they're going to come in from a bigger distance. Probably even if they see the green from the coconut, they're like, I got to go over there, that's probably water. Well, good morning. It's officially day 6. All right, so the trap's set. It's been a few hours and I can probably go check it, but first I'm gonna get some breakfast on. Can't save anything here, you have to eat it. So it's like day in, day out. The weather has shifted. It's less windy now, so we're getting pushed out because the sand fleas are absolutely insane right now. And so we're having to fight for almost everything we do because they're just tormenting us, which means we have to keep moving. I couldn't imagine not sleeping in a hammock with a full bug net. I think it'd probably kill you. All my forays so far to find new things to eat, new species, has not come. I've not managed to find noni fruit or sea peas or purslane, sea purslane. I've gone east. Obviously we're on the west side. I've gone to the north. The only thing we haven't looked at is the far south. And it's about 3 or 4 kilometers from end to end. And we're on the very tip. So it's quite the jaunt. So we're gonna head that way. So last night I also set a cool pitfall trap because I've always wanted to test the theory about crabs in a bucket. I've done this at home. You can put a little bit of water on the bottom and it ends up drowning a lot of insects and frankly whatever goes in there. And then these can be used for fishing bait. I'll probably chuck quite a bit of it out now for chum. I think stingrays are scavengers and I think they just kind of, you know, skate around looking for anything. Breakfast of Champions. It's rice cereal.
What, is it just rice?
It's just rice. We could put some fish in it.
Where's the fish?
Over there. It's like the buffet, the seafood buffet. Just got to catch them first. Is that all that's in there? What? Thanks. So Holden's been cutting up these almonds, you know, like this, and I dried them for a couple of days. The crabs actually like to eat the husk of it. I don't think they can get on the inside, or they probably would eat that too. But they chew the end off, and then we've been putting it in the sun or by the fire on this our number one fan out here. Hopefully you guys will become our new number one fan. And it produces like a very tiny nut on the inside. I'll see if I can show you what it looks like on the inside. But like, that's one nut. So chances of you getting your calories back on these are probably slim to none. But they're tasty. Tastes like a nut. Unsalted nut. So maybe you could wash them in some sea salt and then let them sit and dry them again and crunch them. But those are good, eh?
Yeah.
Like those are like actually legit good. Is that about the size? Like,
That's like half.
show them the inside there. What it looks like. A little too close. Right there. Yeah. So most of it's like not useful. And then on the inside, it's a very tiny little piece. Who gets to eat that one? Because you spent the 11 calories producing it.
Yeah.
For the 10 calories you get back. They are delicious though. We'll save those for winter. You're like, there's no way we're staying this long. Pedro!
Well, it is winter.
So you gotta come back. It is January here actually. I think technically it's spring here. This washed up on the beach yesterday. What you got?
The head of the needlefish that I caught. I'm gonna try to take it as a souvenir, but I gotta get all like the meat and stuff off first. Now they can eat it. It serves two purposes.
Dinner time. Think that's gonna work?
Hopefully.
Cover it up now so that it stays moist in there. It's a cubby set now. Coconut cubby set with water in between. With water inside there. There is a lobster or crab hanging out inside there, having a good time, drinking the water, eating the coconut. So I've been having a heck of a time catching these iguanas. Anyway, I got that Connie Bear trap from Bass Pro Shops, which is a good sponsor to the channel. You guys check them out, Cabela's Bass Pro Shops. They got everything you need for outdoors. I got all my fishing gear and tackle, fishing rod, my breakdown travel fishing rods from Cabela's. It's 3-piece, so it fits in a suitcase. And I got all kinds of spinners and jigs. The thing that worked the best here so far is just a little jig with a white plastic. And then second to that, probably first to that, if you want to put the effort in, is limpets. So that's Holden's haul. Not bad. That's like, I don't know, 25 minutes of work, something like that. That's not bad. Put that on your rice cereal for breakfast, you're all set. Now to chum, what we're gonna do is actually just step on them, crush them a little bit, and then once they're good and crushed and they can't really escape, we're gonna chum the water, try to attract other bigger animals, because there's not a lot of meat on these guys, so there's not much point in eating them. We chuck them in with our line, just like so, and hopefully we get a stingray come in or a shark. I'm dying. That's all for water. Well, we made it to the outer reaches of our planet. Planet Desert Island. You can see the tip over there. We just came from over there. There's nothing new. Just deserted island for as miles and miles as you can see. I did find a couple of interesting things on our little foray just to see what kind of resources we would have to use. And if you look behind me, there's some really cool tracks. The tracks lead up to something quite peculiar up here. So right here is actually a time where an animal has spent doing something. You guys might be smart enough to figure out what it was doing. It was digging up this area here, uncovering the dirt, depositing eggs, and then went back to the sea. So there's a free meal in there. Probably a heck of a lot of calories in there, like maybe thousands of calories. Very, very easy to get, loaded with sea turtle eggs. However, they are highly protected, and so we are not even going to touch that nest. If you really had to, you could eat them, and they would be perfectly edible, and they would be very welcomed at this point. Because we just traveled, I don't know, 5 or 6 kilometers. We've been walking all day to get here to try to find some wild edibles, something different, something new, something unique. And I'll bring you over here to a wild edible in a second. But I was looking for some noni fruit because just get some flavor in my mouth would be nice. Just, man, Desert Island is legit. This is legit a desert island. Once you get out of this, their mentality that maybe there's something new around the corner and it's just more of the same. The food's in the ocean. If you can't get the food out of the ocean, coconuts in the trees, you're out of luck, man. You want to be in an environment like this, just miles and miles of nothing, forget it. If you don't have the skills, like my legs are burnt. Back of my legs are burnt, toasted. It's like the Sahara Desert out here. Well, at least this one's loaded. But it's only loaded with those low-calorie almonds, or should I say high-work almonds. So I think if I did the math on that, you probably get, 10 calories out of this for 11 calories of work. And I'm not lugging them all back. It's too heavy. So we'll drop them down, and the crabs can eat them. They like to eat the husks. Maybe we can eat the husks too, but it seems like it'd probably be low-calorie too. Actually, it doesn't taste half bad. I wonder. That tastes like mango. Well, you guys let me know if you can eat the husk of a walnut. I would guess so. It tastes like a choke cherry dry mango. That's actually really good. I'm gonna grab a few because they're so tasty. Bring some of these back and more wild edibles. I did find another plant that's of interest. Oh, dropping everything everywhere. I'm definitely feeling the low calories at this point. Well, shame on me for thinking I'd get a free coconut. Probably a aborted, rejected one. It's empty, nothing in it, no water. We only brought a liter with us each. I'm gonna try to get another one here. Oh, precious. My precious. Look at how big it is. Get in my belly. There's gonna be so much water in this one. So good. Oh. So good. Dude, that's life. Want some? Drink as much as you can. Keep going. How is it? Good?
It's pretty good.
Any left?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
A bunch here. Is that a different turtle?
Yeah.
That's cool. What are those?
Beach ducks.
Beach ducks. You just need a shotgun.
Yeah, that you would definitely hit one.
I
You
would
wouldn't even need to aim.
You know, just flock shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, come in tight. Whoa, whoa. A little tight. Tight, whoa. Careful. Because this is one of the world's most deadliest plants. It's called the mancha apple. Manta parsinean apple. The man-eating manchineel. The manchineel apple. That's how you'll remember it forever. Although there's lots of apples or berries and things similar like that in Canada, but I guess situationally, if you're on a desert island and you see a little giant sized grapey apple thing that probably tastes good for a second or two, don't eat it. It will kill you. And the sap of any of the live materials from this tree will burn your skin. So I mean, you could try that. Try to burn your skin and see what happens. If it burns your skin, don't eat the apple. There's a story that goes along with this. Christopher Columbus or something killed off his whole tribe. I don't know. They ate some of the apples and they made some applesauce. If you want to die from a wild fruit, that's the way to do it. Literally, you just make applesauce out of it, or sauce out of it, because you can eat a lot of sauce, and just put it on everything. It's so easy to eat. Like if you ate one of them and you're like, oh, my stomach doesn't feel good. You're like, oh, that one guy died. But like, just make your whole crew like applesauce, and then just make everybody eat it. It's a brand new thing. I mean, like, why risk it on the stupidest guy in the tribe when you could just kill off everybody? Anyway, I'm getting off tangent. Don't eat the manchineel apple. It's poisonous. It will literally kill you. I am so tempted to touch it just to see if it will kill me or like put me down for a second or two, but I'm not going to do that. You're stopping me? The cameraman's stepping in. He's like, no, no, no. He said, cut scene. We're out of here. All right, manchineel apple. Don't eat them. So was this trip worthwhile, son?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
What do you mean why? Cause
What'd you get?
I got coconut.
Yeah, the coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
I got some beans, sea beans.
Yeah, you got sunburnt?
I got a little sunburnt, but I'm fine. I'm more resilient than you to the sun. Like I'll burn, like I'm like red, but then the next day, like it doesn't hurt at all.
Pull up your sleeve.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
And you got all kind of bites there too?
Yeah. I'll burn, and then the next day it won't burn anymore, and then it'll just burn again. It's pretty funny, but it's good to not burn.
So what do you like most about this 5-kilometer trip so far?
The like 50-degree sun's really nice. The sand that's like almost glass.
Just a little bit hard to walk on?
It's almost glass. It just needs like probably like 2 more degrees and then it'll be glass. It's so hot in my feet and like it's like walking on like
hot glass.
Like yeah.
Fire.
You make sand hot enough it'll become glass and it's like almost glass. And then just having to like carry all this stuff is like really takes a toll on.
You got my snacks?
Yeah.
My rice snack?
It's just really like fun.
My favorite? I don't know if I can film, I can probably film this way. My favorite part is my burnt ankles. And I put some sunscreen on the back of my ankles and then they really feel like they're on fire because I put like, there's sand on my ankles, so I got like sandpaper ankles now on sunburnt ankles. I don't know if my ankles are burnt, but they're burnt. So we legit got a wild edible here. This is called a bean, a sea bean. So, I mean, it's not hard to confuse it with anything. It just looks like a bean. Ooh, getting dizzy. Lightheaded. Give me a second. Okay. We can do this. Doesn't taste good. Okay. Look at that. So delicious. The only problem is you should only eat maximum of 10 to see if it bothers your tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's 1. I'm gonna do 1 and I'll collect enough to try later. You know what? I smelled that iguana in there.
Yeah, same.
Did you smell it?
I smelled it too.
I'm like, there's an iguana around, and sure enough, 1 took off. Anyway, I'll collect a bunch of those. I'll experiment. Lots of people told me May apples back in North America. Well, we're still in North America, technically, I think.
Yeah, North America still.
No,
buddy.
we're Central America.
Yeah, that's still North America.
Shoot, whatever. Okay, back where I'm from, some people told me that May apples would bother people's tummies. And so I did an experiment. I ate 1 day, 2 the next day, 4 the next day, 8 the day after that, 16. 1 day, ate 32 apples in 1 day. No side effects. So, I mean, I probably have enough experience with people eating these to know that it affects enough people. Probably there's a way to get some of the stuff in that bothers people's stomachs, like boil it, change the water and all that stuff. So anyway, we'll play with them that. But since we're at the far side of the beach, this is our only time to collect, so we're going to collect. The tummy gonna hurt if you eat all those.
I'm not. I already had one and it was alright, but if it also makes my stomach hurt, why would I also eat it?
You're like, nah.
Nah.
I'll take good or tummy ache, but not both.
Like sometimes when I eat like candy and stuff, my stomach hurts, but it's like it tastes good, so you know.
It's worth it?
It's worth it, kind of. But like, if it doesn't taste good and it makes my stomach hurt, like. That beach, as far as you can see, is the first turn.
You're saying that's our beach over there?
No, that's not even ours. That's the first turn on Group A's beach. And then ours is 2 more over from that.
Still nothing in this trap, so we're gonna spice things up with the coconut water. Coconut juice all over the place. Now, I'm not sure how much I want to give to the iguana that may or may not show up. So my plan was to take this green coconut, put it over, replace it where the water is, because presumably an iguana is going to be looking for this green husk more so than a container full of water. But honestly, at this point, I don't even know. It's the old bait. A sealed float sand bottle. Wanna drink it?
I already tried the Fanta.
How was the Fanta?
It was good.
Dude, it's like 60 days old. It's gonna be all full of bacteria. Ooh, ant nest. Not good. Fresh water.
Why would it be salt water?
Well, if the seal was broken and
Oh,
it filled
yeah.
up with salt water on the voyages. All right, so we're gonna fill it. I drank the coconut water because I didn't want to lose the coconuts waters. There, filled to the brim. So I guess the idea is, should I feel bad about doing that? I do.
It was already on the beach.
It was also already on the beach, along with 60,000 billion other pieces of plastics and microplastics. Anyway, so the idea is that iguana's going to come up there and want to drink water. I don't know what else to do, to be honest. I need a 22 is what I need, or slingshot. That would have been a slingshot one.
Mm-hmm.
Probably got it. Think I would have got that with slingshot?
Probably. It wasn't far. It was like 10 feet. I just can't throw rocks very good.
That's like my third try too.
Oh my God. I saw tracks leading this way, so I'm like, watch out. And it must have been like anywhere over here. Because then when I went up to set the trap, Holden noticed that it was walking like right here in the open. So he watched it go into the tree. And I went to the top and he went to the bottom. Started throwing rocks. But the thing is, like nothing came out the top, and it would have had to come out the top in order for it to escape, or the alternative is that it went into the hill, into the rocks. So that's my guess right now, is that it's in that hole over there. I see something in there, but honestly it looks like a hermit crab. But I've been doing this so long that I'm willing to try anything. So I'm going to try to set a snare in the absolute hardest place in the world to set a snare, because I gotta crawl up in there and it's literally full, absolutely full of thorns. So I think it might be in there, but I'm not sure. And then how do you drop a snare down in there? That's the question. The $1 billion question. And then how do you hook it by the head? And how big is a iguana anyway? And how high off the ground is it? Could also just shoot out here at any moment at me. That's why I'm talking. Because I don't want it to shoot out at me. Yeah, iguana hunter. I'm gonna block it off a little bit. Can you put them up here, maybe? Here? The modern iguana hunter. I'm gonna block that side out. How much blocking do you gotta do? I don't want him to go up the top either. So that side's blocked off. I mean, I don't know, it looks alright to me. You guys tell me if have you ever snared an iguana, or known somebody who has, like out of their den? Let's see if that works. I blocked off the other side over there with rocks, and this side over too. And I don't think you can get out of the top, but maybe they can. So, ouch, my cramping this stupid hole under the branches with the stupid thorn bush. Bro! Ouch. You hear that? Frig. It escaped out of the top. There must be another exit. Do you hear that? What the heck? I scared it out of the top then. I should have known. Every stupid animal has 2 holes. How'll that work? All that work and the thing shot out the top. I can still hear it over there. I'm not catching that, they're way too fast. So, where the heck's the entryway, or the exit, or whichever it is? Ah, stupid iguanas are gonna drive me nuts. Well, I don't know where it went, where it came from. You know, it's probably under these roots somewhere. That would be the obvious place where you can't find their exits and entries and everything. But the other way, it was over there, and it shot up. I got a snare there, so if it does go back into the den this way and shoots through, I'll catch it. So anyway, that's one extra trap. I do have one more trick up my sleeve, so we'll see what happens. Playing with it around this enough, it's not as productive as fishing. But it's a lot of fun. All right guys, so the iguana situation has been situational. Lots of situations without an actual catch. So I and borrowing this idea from Tom McElroy. He's got a YouTube channel. He's also the instructor for Desert Island Survival, which I'm incidentally taking part of. You guys should take part of it too. 5 days training, 3 days on your own. I am doing things a little bit different. I'm doing 8 days on my own. So anyway, Tom McElroy had a great idea for an iguana trap. But not only did he have a great idea that I stole, he's caught lots of iguanas. Like I say, he's an instructor. But not only that, I actually not only stole his idea, I literally stole this trap from Tom McElroy. Like literally he made it and I stole it from him. He said it was okay. But go check out his channel on YouTube. He covers everything like desert island survival. He knows everything about this, and he has really great instructional videos to teach you all these skills. So if you do want to come and do this, then you can have like a little bit of leg up, because I did watch his 2 videos and I learned so much of it that I felt confident enough with like my bushcrafty skills already that I didn't have to do all the instructions, and like I've been doing this for my whole life anyway. So here's the trap. So we got a coconut right here, and then we got 2 catchers, let's call them catchers, with a toggle and a toggle holder. So I'm going to swing around and show you exactly what I mean. So the line is attached there. It's taut and under tension. It wraps over top of the toggle here, or the set catch. So the toggle goes over top, and then it's being butted down here up against the far post. So you have to really pay attention to how this is set up to understand how it's going to work. So if an animal depresses that, it will release the toggle and this will pull up. And then the other thing you have to do, like there's a noose here, a regular sling goes all the way around, and that's attached to the main line, so that'll cinch tight. And then I've added all these wispy sticks to get a higher catch, because if it was just sitting on the coconut itself, then I think what would happen is that you would get a low, maybe like not quite a neck catch or a nose catch, or it would just glance off. So this will make sure that when it cinches up, it comes up and then it cinches once it gets over the wispy stick, so it just keeps it open and a higher catch. We want a neck catch. And then after that, I've just filled it up with water. And water is like a super limited resource on this island. I found there's no fresh water at all here. It's coconuts or nothing. So if an animal like an iguana is walking through the forest and it sees a coconut and it's facing upwards like that, they'd probably become accustomed, like if a person cuts it like this, it could collect rainwater, or there could be a delicious coconutty treat inside. So iguana comes up, reaches over, sticks its head in there, tries to get water or nut meat or whatever, because that's primarily what they're eating on this island, and then it gets caught. So thanks to Tom McElroy. Again, go check out his channel. Big thanks for letting me steal this project, because I wouldn't have done it on my own, that's for sure. So we'll see if it works. I'm willing to try anything. Well, that was a pretty unusual day, because it's a travel day, unfortunately, or even stop. We plan to do like a day camp, like find something to eat, like noni, or just something different. There's no wild edibles right now for some reason. Iguana didn't work. We got onto them again, but didn't happen. Ended up with 2 grouper kind of last minute, because we got back at camp, and we got the sea peas, sea beans, which you're not supposed to eat a ton of. So maybe tomorrow I'll do an experiment in the daylight and then put a bunch in the pot and then try it, see what happens. So basically grouper, bed, back all over again tomorrow. So I have to learn everything through trial and error. Hope to do a little bit more scuba diving, snorkeling for scuba.com, because they sent me a bunch of gear and I just haven't managed to figure that out on my own yet. But I do intend to do it, and I'm really thankful actually the wind picked up again, because like, man, this day and the day before, no wind, The sand fleas just make me want to quit, absolutely quit, because they're just so, like there's no way to escape them unless you go in the hammock. No way. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that was a lot of walking.
Yeah.
That's 10K.
More than that.
Well, cause you got to go to the edge of the coast.
Yeah.
10 kilometers. We walked all day.
Coastlines are infinite. Have you heard that paradox before?
We just keep going.
No, like it depends on what unit you use to measure it. So say you measure the coastline by like 100-kilometer sections and it's 200 kilometers long, but it's like rocky, it'll be 200 kilometers. But then if you measure it by 10K, it'll be a little bit more because
What?
it goes around the rocks and stuff.
Okay.
So technically there's no actual right way to measure it unless you just pick something for every single coastline, like a unit of measurement for every single one.
What the heck?
'Cause if you go, the smaller the units you measure by, like each like whatever line you want to do,
Yeah.
it'll just get bigger and bigger technically.
Huh.
Because if it follows every single little thing,
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Like pebbles, sand grain.
yeah, like if it,
I
but if you're
gotcha.
just going by like every 10 feet, it would be smaller than if you're going by every foot, because every foot you
Right.
can still go around some stuff, but every 10 feet you wouldn't.
That's interesting. I learned something new today.
Yeah. I
That's
just heard
like-
about that because
It's like you can divide something forever and never get to this.
zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just continuously divide it. That's another paradox.
It's not really a paradox. It's just how math works. You can't
Well,
get
it ends up being a mathematical paradox.
how.
Because you can divide it by
You have a stick.
half forever.
You have a stick.
But you can divide
and
it in half forever.
You keep breaking the stick in half. It's not
Forever.
going to go away. You're still going to
Right.
have a
That's
stick.
a, that's a, and that's another paradox.
that's not a paradox. It's just how things work.
Well,
the coastline is like, I mean, I guess it's a paradox, but like,
you gotta dial your fishing in maybe a little bit.
no, you can have it. I already had food.
Well, somebody's gotta hold it.
Okay.
You had food. Yeah, Holden's supplementing his meals.
Yeah. I
He's-
don't want to starve.
He's done on the Willis Living Challenge. You can't cut it.
I would do it. You just said I couldn't.
Wow, I'm not gonna let you do it, dude. You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't have enough body fat. There's
No,
no
I
way
know.
I'm letting you do it.
Just take a big bite.
Yeah, pretty much. These are good. The groupers are good. I like them.
Well, it's the only thing we can catch, really.
True. I'd say like I'm for sure not getting my calories back. I'd say I'm not. I know I'm not at this point.
You just gotta like have like the rice bag with you and then just like eat it raw. Just
But
like
it's-
force them in your mouth every time you get
But
it.
I'm eating a lot of coconut. Like
Yeah.
tons of coconut.
Well,
Tons.
then you should keep your fat, right? Because
should.
there's a lot of, there's like
Should.
800 calories per coconut. That's what
unless I'm just
I thought.
unless
it
I'm
was.
just doing too much. If I'm doing too much,
Well,
then
yeah.
I'm not gonna stay ahead.
Yeah, me too. I've been tired. I've been eating definitely enough food, but I'm tired because this is way more activity than I'm used to. Like at school, I don't do anything. I just sit there at a desk all day.
We should just sit at the make a fire by where we're fishing and just eat fish all day.
Yeah, just like cook them, throw them on, then just keep going. That's an infinite energy glitch.
Yeah. Exactly.
The fish paradox.
Just sit there and eat them all day. I just got like a big mouthful of bone there too.
They got like spikes on them.
They do, and I just bit the spike. The problem is I can't even see this fish to eat it. Like, too dark. Pitch black out here, no lights, just stars.
There's like no, it's actually really nice. There's like zero light pollution, but the only problem is when you try to film it with the camera, you can't tell. Like it gets rid of the stars, but you can see like every single one.
Yeah, I gotta put this back on, it's not quite done yet.
Bro.
Yeah. Anyway,
This
that
one
one,
too?
is that one smaller? No, it's the same size. Anyway, I'll be back. Anyway, my grouper got to sit down in the fire and cook out. I'm only on day 6. We got 8 days. So that's
2 more full days.
2 more full days. Like start to finish full days.
And then we get picked up on
Hopefully.
next day.
Hopefully Pedro comes and picks us up on day number 8? 9.
Well, technically day 9.
Right.
But yeah.
And then we get to go to a 5-star
5-star
resort. Seriously.
on another island.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they have a scale there so I can weigh out
Yeah.
and get an accurate weight. If not, I'm still gonna eat, I think. I'm just gonna deduct a pound. Like, I'll be like,
You think you're gonna be starving and you go to a 5-star hotel
And not
with
eat?
probably the best food ever.
but are they gonna have a scale there so I can check out?
Hopefully the food's like spicy, so you don't want to eat anything.
I want to eat anything right now. I want to eat everything right now. I'm starving. I do my pinch test and I got like that much fat, and I'm pretty sure like I started with like chunk, like a little bit of chunk. So that's my test to know like where I'm at as far as body weight goes, and if I'm losing my chunk. Like if I get to like that, dude, I'm like 5% body fat like you, which is why you couldn't do it. You wouldn't be allowed to, or like 8% or whatever. I think you figured.
Yeah.
But like I'm probably still about 15 to 12, but I've been as low as 8.
Like,
And dude, all you think about
that old?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All you think about is food,
Well, yeah.
non-stop. And here I've been fine. So with the coconuts and the rice, it's been enough. But I don't think I'm keeping up. So anyway, that's the Windowless Living Challenge. You gotta get everything dialed in, and when I started, I wasn't dialed in. I was running around, and perpetually looking for the new thing. Maybe you just sit down and eat fish, coconut, rice, and you're good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. But took a bit to dial in the coconuts and catching them and figuring out where they are. And I still go with the stingray, still going after a shark, and still going after an iguana. Go and check out Desert Island Survival. Put a link down below. If you do sign up for them, tell Tom Williams that I sent you there, and I'm the reason you signed up. So that means I can go all over the world. There's all kinds of courses that I would like to, and locations that I'd like to try. So check them out. And then check out Holden. He's got his own channel, and he's vlogging, not as much as me, but he's definitely putting his spin and his angle on things. And I think you guys would be interested to watch.
Yeah, I'll show you guys the inside scoop and like when we were in the big city and all that stuff. He doesn't show you that. He'll just show you when he's surviving.
That was a great vlog.
No, it was a great vlog.
Great vlog.
It was probably my best vlog so far.
And I think you'll maybe tack in the 5-star resort at the end maybe too.
I will tack on the 5-star resort.
So we'll see. And it was good. We had some good interactions with the local people. They were really nice to us.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you'll like it.
Yeah, you guys will like it, so go check it out.
Check it out. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Another day, trying to figure stuff out here. Gonna get the iguana. I got more tracks set. I got 2 extra traps. I got 4 sets now, so I'm gonna do it. And you guys don't want to see me eat fish in the dark. And so I'm gonna wrap her up for today. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you watch the whole video right full stop,